So this is going to be a weird statement because our class assignment was basically to figure out a AI app that will um, that has something to do with our career choice. And I debated between the two because one of them was going to be a bird identify like wild animal identification app because I'm really into science, but I also really appreciate AI Dungeon, which I know a lot more about. It started in 2019. It was basically created to give, like, they were wanting he was wanting to put out something that was kind of like a D&D Dungeon Master thing. But the thing that I wanted to talk about this is because as someone that enjoys reading and enjoys writing, this is a powerful thing. Um, so I play D&D and you can literally though choose anything like how it ends. So, like, say we click this, we play this scenario. This I feel like is very interesting. See, it asks, are you a woman or a man? Uh, we'll put in my name here. So you can create basically anything. So you'll make your character, and you can do write scenarios. So basically, it gives us a scenario of basically what's happening. Emergency alert, catastrophic power grid failure, shelter in place. So it gives you basically the opening of what you're going through. And you can go through this. And I feel like this is very important as a teacher to possibly, like, especially if I taught English class, because it gives you the basics to like a great opening, character depth. Like you get to learn, you answer back to the AI. So like you get to know like what you want to do. It gives you a scenario. So if your brain blanks on writing like a certain scenario, you can pull this up and kind of get ideas. You also get to see um, characters. So like it says, but as you sit up in there, there's no pep rally, makeshift cots and everything. So hey, Sleeping Beauty, brain finally back online. It's Zach, the kid who spent most lunch in the computer class. He's crouched nearby, fiddling with the mess of electronics. Welcome back to Hell High, class of the technical ops. I broke that. Um, thank God you're okay. So this I feel like would be a great app to use when it comes to like your English class because you can choose any scenario. So that was just the end of the world, right? Well, this will give people like if you're in a class and you're trying to story build and stuff like that, you can get ideas. Obviously, I'm not saying steal it word for word, but like you can get so many different ideas and it can help you also because I do believe this is multiplayer, if I remember correctly. So you can literally play with oh, you can create a character. So I'm a female, as you can see, you get to, it gives you all kinds, see, you got D&D basically here. So you can choose anything, which is really cool because then you have all these little things that you can basically come up with ideas. Also, it's like team building that you can develop through this. Like if you put up a scenarios, I mentioned writing and storytelling. But this is also another app that you could use when it comes to like drama class because you can take the scenarios, act them out. You can, it helps strengthen your writing skills, your reading skills, and creativity, really. So I think that's really interesting that this app can bring a lot to the table when it comes to all of that. I also, like I said, you can like basically make any character and any scenario. So when I was wanting to teach theater, I feel like this would also be a huge thing because like there's a lot of improv and you could be like, okay, we're suddenly in the fantasy world. Um, we're just gonna choose and you can get all kinds of different things. It gives you like information like to help build your character. Like as you can see like region. So this is like giving you ideas. And like I've had major writer's block before. So like being able to read something and just like take bits and pieces from something and then being able to create your own is very handy, I feel like. So I think this is a grand app, really. I know that it's not like the bird watching or anything like that, like for my science, but I felt like this would be a good example. And it's super easy to use. Like it's not a hard thing. Like you just do a few clicks and then you have a scenario. And like I'm obviously not going to be on a full adventure. What's happening next? I am going to go exploring in the woods. Okay, the trees here tower higher than you ever seen in the outer. So obviously, a random sound as I made my way, leaving a trail of. Oh goodness. Okay, see, it's already. You are a fae, a changeling bard with silver eyes and hair. So it's already made your character for you. So this can give you a flat out idea when it comes to how you are in this scenario. Like this could spark something for people when it comes to writing. But hopefully that wasn't too bad. I know this was a very short video. I don't fully know how to explain all of it of what I'm trying to get at, but I always thought this was a really cool app to use and it's completely done by AI and it's fed information and like it's not just one thing. See, me and my Gloober, you could do like anything. So like if you're not into Star Wars or sci-fi or like Courage the Cowardly Dog and stuff like that, you have such a large amount. I feel like this is a beneficial thing that like I personally as a teacher could go, "Hey guys, we're going to go over story building. We're going to try to write short stories or get ideas." And I feel like this would be a prime example that I could use to like when people are like, "Oh, I don't know how to make a story." Well, I could be like, "Hey, use AI Dungeon, run through a few scenarios, and maybe you'll get an idea or two." And it has such a large amount. But thank you for your time, and I appreciate you watching this video. Bye-bye.